Denise tried out this DWH 5600 a few months ago. It was like a mediocre reception to it, right?
Yeah.
She's picked it up a lot lately for the purpose of working out. Because, the baby is old enough now that she's trying to get back into the swing of things in terms of exercise. I was looking for the DWH 5600, and I was like, where'd it go? Did I leave it somewhere?
Nope, it's right here on my wrist.
She took it. That was like, what, 4 weeks ago?
4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I've been wearing it for about a month.
She has a new opinion of it. And it seems like a lot of people have a new opinion of the watch, because I just did the G-Shock Top 24 yesterday, and I think the biggest surprise on the Top 24 right now, the G-Shock bestsellers, is that this watch, the DWH 5600, is all the way up to spot number 4.
Wow.
Okay?
You said people didn't like it.
Yeah, well, it's like the G-Shock people don't like it, because this one has a heart rate monitor, and you have to plug it in to charge it, and it has Bluetooth, and so it's kind of like a fitness watch. But not as much of a fitness watch as the new Rangeman or the DWH 5600. Like the G-Shock community, like the diehard, I call them the Giga Chads, the G-Shock Giga Chads. They really didn't like the DWH 5600, but it's kind of catching on now. And I think that based on what you're saying about the watch, it seems like your opinion of it has improved.
Yeah, after wearing it for several days, and Jimmy let me install the app and use the Bluetooth.
Which I didn't at first, because I didn't want the baby to be bombarded with, Bluetooth radiation right after being born.
But I turned that on, got the app all customized for what I wanted to use it for, and then started using it for running and aerobics class and just walking with the baby to track my workouts. Track my sleep, and all the things that a smartwatch or a fitness watch does. And I really like it.
And do you have notifications turn on?
No. I don't like to get notifications on my watch. Like, that's too small of a screen for me to read. I'd rather just keep that on my phone. And I think I probably get 200 text messages a day. So I don't want that buzzing all the time.
Yeah. But you've integrated it into the Apple Health.
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, you haven't done that yet?
No,
Okay.
I just used the app.
All right. So what do you think about the Casio app?
I thought it was really good. Before this baby, I had a Fitbit, and so I used the Fitbit with the app to track all of those things. And so that's what I'm comparing this to. That's my frame of reference. And I actually like this better than the Fitbit. I think the app's better. The Fitbit app was always crashing. This app hasn't crashed at all. It syncs right away with no problems. It's accurate. I tested it against, I have some apps that measure my running and pace and everything, and I tested it against that. And I found this was more responsive than those other apps, those other running apps, as far as, when I increased my speed, this seemed to pick it up faster than the other apps. And then, I tested it against the heart rate monitor, against the, I have a pulse oximeter. I tested it against that. And so, like 99% of the time, this heart rate monitor was correct. There was one time when I was working out really hard, and I was pretty sweaty, and moving around a lot, and it didn't pick up right that one time during one of my step aerobics classes. But other than that, it was really accurate. So I've been really happy with it.
Well, there you go. I mean, it kind of suffered a little bit. I think it doesn't have a GPS like this watch does. So if you go running, does that mean supper's ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, we'll wrap this up because Denise is cooking supper. But this watch, which is the new Rangeman, the GPR H1000, and the GBD H2000, the other G-Shock fitness watch, have GPS built in. So when you do a running workout, it will tell you how far you've run, based on the GPS. But this one, you have to use your phone. Like, it integrates with the phone. So, like, it's not a full-on standalone fitness watch. It's not a full-on smartwatch. It's kind of in between. And so, like, you could integrate it into Strava, the app, or the Apple Health, which I guess you haven't tried. You want to try that next?
Yeah, I'll try that this month.
Because you've used Apple Health, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I've never used Apple Health, and I turned it on one day, and it had been monitoring me since I got the phone. So
Yeah, your phone monitors everything you do.
it's kind of creeped out about that. And so that'll be the next phase. So Denise will report back and let us know, what she thinks of its integration into the health app on the iPhone. As far as the notifications go, what this watch can offer is that you can know whether or not you even want to get your phone out. I call it a notification watch where, like, I drive a truck, so, like, say if the I have my phone put away and I hear it dinging, do I want to, like, retrieve it, like pull over and retrieve the phone? Does it actually require my attention? Well, if you have the watch hooked up with notifications, you could be like, oh, it's, just spam, it's a telemarketer, whatever, forget about it. I guess for you, like, you might put your phone down in one part of the house, right?
Yeah.
In dealing with the kids, you might get a notification. This watch will let you know whether you should, actually find where your phone and pick it up. So that's the whole premise of a notification watch. And I think that's a market that is a pretty robust market, and Casio's serving it well with the DWH 5600, which may be why it's bumped up to the number 4 spot on the top 24. So are you interested in trying that notification?
I can try it. I just get so many notifications per day.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm afraid it's going to be constantly buzzing.
Yeah, you can always turn it off. And
Yeah.
I believe that in the app you can select which app will break through to actually notify you.
Yeah, the app's really easy to use. The first time I went running, and I scrolled through like the screens that it shows while you're running, which is a little hard. That is a little bit harder to do because you have to push the button rather than on my Fitbit. I would just tap the screen to scroll through, your pace, the time you've been running, and the distance. I found this one a little harder to do while running. So I customized it through the app to show exactly what I wanted it to show while I was running. And that was really easy to do through the app. I found it to be really intuitive and customizable.
That's great. All right, well, Denise, you got what are we having today? Souffle?
Yes.
It's while we're recording this, it's Valentine's Day. If anybody wants to know what I got for my Valentine, I did ask if she would be my Valentine. She said yes. And I kind of bribed her with this Len Lezer headlamp, when she's going out running at dusk or at dawn. It's a little bit dark. But there you go. So stay tuned, because I think that the DWH 5600, us G-Shock Giga Chads, we hated it right out of the gate. But I think that some people really like it. And, you heard Denise talk about how she actually likes the app, which, is a candid, honest opinion, and she's warmed up to the watch. And do you think it's uncomfortable?
No, not at all. I've worn it running. I've worn it to aerobics. I think I even wore it swimming last summer.
Okay.
I wore it to bed. I wore it all the time. And no, I did not find it uncomfortable.
All right.
And it's really, there's so many notches in there that you can get a really nice fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised.
Well, there you go. All right, guys, so stay tuned. See what Denise thinks about the notification system. And hopefully we can get some other colors, right?
Yes, I would love a more feminine color.
Maybe a green like this one?
No.
No, okay. All right, a white?
White.
All right, there you go. White, off-white.
Off-white with gold.
There you go. All right, like your other G-Shock.
Yes.
All right, guys. Remember, Jesus is the way, the truth, the life. No man comes to the Father except through him. I'm Jim Kinkade.
I'm Denise Kinkade.
Thanks for watching.